Okay, let me speak a bit my mind about Cameroon football. Gonna be a very interesting piece right now. Okay, Cameroon football is amazing. It's really an amazing analogy, right? Like this is just proof that people are submerged into something that isn't real, right? Like it isn't tangible. Come to think of it, um, we are the first supporters of Cameroon, right? Like our Cameroon citizens are the first supporters of football in Cameroon. I'm even talking about worldwide, like support the football, support the the idea of football in Cameroon. But then, as a side note, I'll say the country isn't going well, right? And when we win, you know what's funny with supporting football, national football is idea of patriotism is oh my god, it's an underpinning idea that doesn't even exist because they give us the concept that no, if you are not a fan of national football, you're not patriotic enough, right? Which I don't think that's true, right? Because I could still not be a fan of football as a whole, and I could decide not to be a fan of Cameroon football because maybe of national football because of the idea that things aren't done well, even the governance of the football industry. Like they don't look for players righteously, rightfully. They take players based on name, which I'm not against, but I'm saying that's one of the reasons I may not watch football. But I'm not even getting there yet. Like I'm just talking about as a general theory. I might not watch football because of um some of the points in why I may not watch football. That I may not be patriotic, like decide to consider I'm not patriotic, and I accept that, and I accept that rightfully right. I'm not against. But then it's very interesting how football turns out to be the talk of the day, right? Like we go and play, we win or lose. Once the match is done, it's over. They come back and everybody's like, no, it's this person's fault. The coach fault. The coach has to go. The country isn't giving. This is has to go. The president has to go. I'm not for against any of that, but I'm like, any human with a lot of emotions. I don't care whether positive or negative. Any human with a lot of emotions always tends out to 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 behave as per his emotion. Like it turns out to be so submerged to his emotions. He turns out to cry when his emotions are down, to be jumping and drinking when his emotions are up, and that doesn't turn out to be so good, right? The end of the day, that doesn't turn out to be so good. So, as an overall point concerning football, the only thing I want to say about football and patriotism is patriotism. I would say supporting your country is one of the best things you can do in football. Like when yeah, patriotism it could be shown in football by supporting your national team. Why should you support maybe another country if you're actually a football supporter? I'll say it's something very beautiful. But you could decide to genuinely and voluntarily not support the Cameroon the football of the nation because of a couple of reasons actually. Could decide to be like, nah, um, this isn't working, this isn't going well, this isn't going well. I decide not to support my country's football because, and by doing that, it's like a resistance. You're like, but why should I support them initially? Like, there's no reason why I should support them. Now that I'm not supporting them, what should I do? And start to understand why the best thing you can do is starting a business. Firstly, because they need to make as much money as possible, and secondly because I don't want to use this word, but genuinely freedom in many ways could be fine in business, and especially an online business. So that's all I have for the take of today.